Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW. We're here in the Tier 7 Roma, and I keep saying it time and time again, I don't play battleships. Um, but actually, I do play battleships, and I'm not too bad at them. In fact, I'd say that I'm getting much better at battleships. And if I can play battleships like this, then these people who say that they are battleships mains perhaps need to take a few tips. But saying that, I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect. But here we are. We got a Tier 7, Tier 8 game. And we've got a carrier match as well. And there's one division on red team, which is a Gleisnau and a Richelieu. So I'll be keeping an eye out for them as well. We start here across on the right flank. We've got a destroyer on this flank as well. So I'm going to push and I'm going to try and push for C-cap. We're going to try and support the destroyer. We've got a cruiser with us as well. And what we need that destroyer to do, obviously, is to get out there and spot. But when there is an aircraft carrier in the game, we know that destroyers don't always like to be close to the capture points because it tells the carrier where they are. And they become the focus of fire. I know that because I play destroyers so much myself. Now here I see both the Richelieu and the Gneisenau, and as I said, I've got things to learn in battleships still, but what I do know is when those shells are coming, you've got time to turn out of them before they land. We do get a hit on the Gneisenau, but I've yet to work out the perfect range for these guns. As I said, I don't play a lot of battleships very often, so I tend to play more cautiously, but I am always thinking about what I'm up against, where I'm moving, where I can move to, and who I should be targeting. Now I know that Richelieu, if he gets bow in, can be very strong against me. I also know that Chapayev has very long guns and can light lots of fires. So I don't want to be in his way. I am spotted. Our destroyer is there sat back hanging off the cap, and our cruiser is going to run and get behind an island. And the destroyer is going to join him there. I see the Zeton out there, and if we look at the majority of the team are hanging sort of back behind B-cap, which seems to be very standard for this map. Nobody really wants to push A and support the destroyer out there. Hopefully the carrier is going to get across there and give him some support, but his position is going to be a very difficult one to maintain on his own like that. The cruiser's got himself spotted, and I like to call the Pobeda an easy mode carrier purely because of this whole Skippy bomb attack and the number of torpedoes that it drops in one go, which although they are very slow, yeah, you can take a decent chunk of damage off somebody with them if you catch them broadside. I can't push C-cap now. That Gleisnau is being very aggressive. The Chappie is pushing in. There's a Zeton there on the 1 o'clock of B-cap. I know he could have big secondaries, so I'm now trying to figure out what I should do and where I should go. I'm not confident that the destroyer and the cruiser are going to push that cap. So while I'm going to try and use my guns and continue to support them and prevent red team from getting onto C-cap, I don't really feel that that flank is maintainable. I think they're perhaps outpositioned now. So we are 2 caps down. Our destroyer has come off A cap. He's now gone and sort of tucked himself away behind an island on the 7 o'clock of A cap. There are some ships there again in that gap between A and B. Nobody's really appearing to be aggressive or taking the initiative in a push, so I decide that I am going to, not quite YOLO, but I'm going to try and make a difference here. We see that Zeton backing up into the cap. He is obviously shooting across all those ships on A cap, and we see the Chapayev pushing in. The cruiser and the destroyer have now backed off away from C cap. Red are 2 caps up to none. I can see that Richelieu looking at me, and I'm going to turn slightly into him and see if I can get some shots at this Chapayev. And this is where RNG is going to absolutely screw me, because this guy is full broadside. I fire the guns, and I get pretty much nothing off him, apart from some cap reset flags. I know that the Gneisenau is way out there on the flank, rushing and pushing hard. I think that destroyer is literally going to kite around in front of the Gneisenau, trying to torpedo in from the front while I try to get another shot off on this Chapayev. But yeah, we're just going to pick up rocks on that one. So we're closing in on B cap. We're looking at where the rest of the team is. We did lose the destroyer that was out there on A, but the battleships have pushed in towards it, and I'm going to try and do what I can to get rid of this Zeton. And as I said, I've got things to learn. I don't know the exact place to shoot on a ship to guarantee their absolute devastation. But we're going to pop a shot at. He is angled. We're going to take some damage off him, but not quite kill him, which is disappointing. But the Iowa picks up the kill for them. And so we are now going to turn into this cap. There is one ship there to the 12 o'clock of B cap, but I expect that the ships across on A and the ones that are pushing in are going to have better shots at him than me. I am in my smoke. I want to stay undetected, and I want to turn this cap. The Chapayev has been successful in turning C cap, doing what I'm doing and using that little bit of rock for some cover. Now I know he could come YOLOing round that corner, and we haven't had the Richelieu sighted for a while, and with the Gneisenau out there, there's a 2-ship div and the Chapayev, and this could get dangerous. Now, although Red Team's carrier is trying to keep this cap reset, with 2 of us in here, we're both ticking up the points, and we are going to manage to turn it. But yeah, it does take a lot longer to take care of. And there is Mr. Chapayev. He's pushed through. I can see where the Richelieu is. I'm clear of him. He is flat broadside again. This time he isn't going to be so lucky, because that is 2 13,200 hits citadels, which just completely devastate him. He's gone. He's gone. Now I can see there's, I think it's a New Jersey who's come round to the north side of a B cap. There's a Richelieu there. He's pulled in. He has now overcommitted, overextended. I can see that I'm safe range-wise from the Gneisenau. The destroyer and the cruiser are still down there trying to deal with him. The carrier is focusing on him as well. But this Richelieu has overcommitted. He now has 2 ships pushing him, and the best bit about this was that the New Jersey went left and I went right. So between us, we have got this guy bang to rights. There is no way that he is getting out of this one unless he pulls a miracle shot. Now, I don't expect miracles. I'm trying to turn into this corner so as to be as angled to him as I can as I come round. He is there. He's trying to get his guns round. We absolutely slap him again. The secondaries are going on him, but we aren't going to get the kill, because as soon as he is clear of it, the New Jersey is going to finish this guy off. Boom, he's gone. Now, I don't mind somebody else taking a kill. My secondaries would have finished that one. I probably could have finished the Zeton with my secondaries as well and been on 3 kills by now, but I would rather the ship be dead than give him the opportunity to get a full salvo into me. And now that New Jersey, as I look across, is very, very low health. He's got good AA. I've got half decent AA, I think. And so I'm going to try and stay close to this guy to make sure that his will to rebuild is going to run all the while looking for where these planes from the Pobeda are coming in from. I'm currently in smoke. We're on the cap. The Pobeda could reset him, but we get the Pobeda spotted, and RNG is going to play silly buggers with us again, because these shells are going to go to the 4 winds. We're going to land some hits, and some of the other shells are just going to disappear into the next game. Hit that heal, make sure we've got as many hit points as possible to use here. The New Jersey looks like he's getting a heal off. We're sticking with him. This is life support for him, and I did say, you know, I kept an eye on you, watched your HP, and tried to stay with you. So he's just taken, what, 2 of 5 torps there. I'm telling him that I'm supporting him. I'm trying to stick close to him, all the while watching for where these planes are coming from, doing my best to give us both an AA bubble. Now you'll notice that ACAB was turning blue, but as there's only the Pobeda left, that all those guys that were sitting back now are pushing, because everybody wants a piece of this last kill. We're on 119,000 damage. We've got a devastating strike. We aren't collecting all the medals that are there in the game in this one, but what we are doing is taking back this map for blue team, even though we've had ships running around the outside of the map, even though we've had destroyers that have been allergic to the capture points, even though we've had battleships that haven't really wanted to get in anywhere close to the action. But we do take the Pobeda and we end the game there. We finish with 133,500 damage. We get 2 kills. We pick up 3 cap defends, 2 solo caps in a bloomin' battleship. We get that dev strike on the Chapayev. Sorry about that. His head is probably still ringing. But because of those caps, we pick up 3,261 base XP. We are literally, 900 points plus above the Iowa in the second place, who picked up the Zeton, and a long way from the ships on the bottom of the table. I hope you've enjoyed watching this one. Please do hang around, click one of these links, and if you haven't already done so, click that subscribe button, and keep yourself notified of when new content's coming. Until next time, take care and goodbye.